Hello folks, welcome to Martin's Kitchen here in Randallstown. Hope you're all keeping well and staying safe. I'm trying out the wee videos, and I say any feedback's good, just not bad feedback please. But today we've got another wee dessert, chocolate fondants. I mean, everybody likes chocolate fondants. They're not big portions, they're light, they're gooey in the middle, they're risky to make, but if you hit it spot on, it's worth it. It really is worth the effort to go to. So right, okay, I say not a lot of ingredients again, 4 or 5 ingredients. So I'll show you the sort of the preparation for it. So again, just want to wash my hands. I say I hope you are trying the videos because you know any feedback is good. Right, so basically all we've got is eggs, chocolate, butter, flour and sugar, and that's it. You know, and then there's a couple of wee accompaniments to go with it, some raspberry puree, fresh raspberries, ice cream, whipping cream, that sort of thing. So right, the process is eggs. You don't want small eggs wouldn't work for this. So you need 3 egg yolks and 3 whole eggs. So just crack them open. I say don't use small because just you won't get the volume in it. So the 3 yolks. And it is a risky pudding to do if your friends coming around. I wouldn't like to be doing it for 10 people. And then 3 whole eggs. Okay. And what we'll do, we'll whisk these up with some sugar. But just while we're whisking this here, what I'm going to do over here, just a pan, just with a small amount of water in it, just probably ½ an inch of water, and just a low flame. And in that, we've got the chocolate. You want a good 70% cocoa chocolate. Wouldn't work with white chocolate or milk chocolate, so a good dark chocolate. Unsalted butter. Don't use margarine, don't use salted butter, unsalted butter. So we'll just put them together and then just let it sit in there. Don't let it touch the bottom. Very low flame, and just keep stirring it every couple of minutes until it's all mixed. And then in the meantime, we're just going to start to whisk the eggs and the sugar. So I said, all these quantities will be on with the video. So this stage here will probably take 5 minutes. You want it nice and white and foamy. So and every so often just keep going back to your chocolate. Keep giving it a wee mix. And I don't know if you can hear me through that, but what I've got here is small Dario molds. And I've just buttered them. Just give them a good sort of generous butter. You know, they're all buttered. And this recipe will probably make 7 or 8. Keep doing that for about 5 minutes. I'm just going to check the chocolate, because you don't want chocolate can burn and then it just crystallizes and it goes all grainy. So you can just start to see it starting to melt there. This is a very important sort of part of this process, is do it very gently. Okay, so we're just going to let that melt. I'm going to continue whisking the eggs and the sugar, and we'll come back to you. So this will probably take about 5 minutes. Okay, so if you can see in here, it's just starting to come together, and that water is not even boiling. It's just It's not even simmering even, it's just hot, and the base isn't touching it. So just keep mixing it and you'll see it all comes nice and glossy with the unsalted butter and the chocolate. Okay folks, so what in here, I've turned the heat off. It's been off sort of 10 minutes and I've let this cool. So you see it's all nice and glossy there, and all the butter is melted. So that's good to go now. That's all ready. And with the egg mix, it's probably tripled in size. So you can see it's nice and holding that wee bit of a shape. As I said, that was probably 4 or 5 minutes of whisking. So that's that ready. So we'll just piece it together now. Right, so what we do with the chocolate mix, flour, just plain flour, and sieve that into the chocolate. This just makes it a wee bit thicker, just to fold in the egg mixture. And I say I've set the oven to 180 degrees, but the cooking of these have to be precise. They are sort of, you know, have to be precise. Just that's the only way I can describe it. Probably 9 minutes. So what I've got in there is just the chocolate, the butter, and the flour. But I say that's cool now. Don't let it go too cool, or it'll just sort of go into a big lump. So that's that. And then what we're going to do now is just put a small bit of the egg mixture, just to start off, into the chocolate. This bit here you can do at a wee bit of speed. You're just sort of trying to balance the two consistencies out. So they're very, very similar, because if this was very runny and you added that to it, it's just sort of, they'll both end up with runny. So a wee bit just to start with, and just a bit more. And I say the more you add, just be more careful with it then. Just sort of fold it in. Just turn the spoon around until sort of it goes all chocolate. And then you can see that. And then a bit more. You probably do this in maybe 4 stages. You want to keep as much air in it at this stage as possible. And this will probably make, I've got 8 buttered there, but you know, maybe 7 we might get out of this. And that's the last of it. I say it is a wee risky one to do, but it is so worth it when they turn out. Okay, so just gently mix that in now. You don't want to, any air you had in there, you do not want to knock out. Just turn it over. And I say a wee alternative, you could put some fine orange zest in there. Just gives it another wee sort of chocolate and orange, which is a great combination. You see that just sort of starting to all come the same colour now. I say this one here, I'm just going to serve with raspberries. Very, I mean, like even here, that's just frozen raspberries, some icing sugar, small bit of water, and just bring it to the boil and then liquidize it. That's all that is. It's just a very quick raspberry sauce. So that's it. You can see you don't want to whisk it anymore or mix it anymore in that, because it's all mixed in there. So what we're going to do, just pour it into a jug. Scrape it all out, because you don't want to lose any of it. And these actually freeze. They freeze very well actually, because you know, I've tried them before, freezing a few times. The only thing is when you go to cook them, it takes a wee bit longer, maybe an extra 2 to 3 minutes to cook. So we're just gonna probably just about half, just slightly over half. So hopefully this will make the full 8, but if it doesn't, that's fine. I say there's different wee things you can, you could put some grated coconut in it, would work. Chocolate and coconut, orange zest, as I said. But my favourite way is with fresh raspberries. Works all the time. You've got the sort of the gooey chocolate, the sharp raspberries, some ice cream, some fresh cream. So we're going to fill all these, and then if there's any that are a wee bit short, we'll just top them up. So I say the oven's set for 180 degrees, and I'm going to time these for about 8 minutes. I'll check them after 8 minutes, and I'll show you what they look like when they're ready, and then we'll serve one up. Scrape it all out. And you could make these the day before, put them in the fridge, and then just take them out a couple of minutes before you go to cook them, just to come to room temperature. But I say they do freeze. Okay, so that's that. So I'm just going to cook 2 of them. Because I couldn't eat all of those in one go. So I'm just going to cook 2 for 9 minutes. I'm going to set the timer for 9 minutes, and it's set for 180 degrees. I say in the meantime I can just show you the raspberry sauce again. Very, very simple. You could use fresh raspberries, strawberries even will work. These are just frozen raspberries, a small bit of ice and sugar, tiny bit of water. Just don't even bring them into the boil, just sort of melt them down in the pan and just liquidize it. And that is a lovely accompaniment with it. And if you had some fresh raspberries, even better. And then we're just going to serve it with some ice cream. So that's in for 9 minutes. I've got that timed. I'm going to clear up and we'll come back to you and present them. Okay, thank you. Okay folks, so these have had 9 minutes in the oven, and you'll see they've just risen slightly there. You see they've just risen, and there's a wee bit of a give in the middle. So just very, very carefully, what we'll do, we'll just take one over. They're very hot, but these sort of have to be served almost straight away. So just let it sit there for about 30 seconds. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn it out, but leave the mould on it. And that sort of gives it a wee bit more stability. So we'll just turn it out, leave the mould sitting there, that's fine till you get everything else ready. I'll just turn off the oven. And again, just a couple of raspberries. This is the raspberry puree. Fresh raspberries would be better, but these were frozen raspberries and there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. You can be as fancy as you want and do whatever. A wee bowl of ice cream. I'd say there is some good quality ice creams out there. I'd say some fresh cream with a wee bit of sugar whipped is nice as well. And I say this is where you sort of say a wee prayer. So just give it a wee tap. And there we go. And just give it a wee dusting for presentation. Very chefy thing to do, but that's fine. And that's it folks. Chocolate fondant, fresh raspberries, ice cream, and we'll give it a wee cut just to see what it's like on the inside. And hopefully, if you see there, it's still a wee bit melt. That had 9 minutes in the oven. You can still see it there, just soft. Very, very happy with that. 9 minutes exactly, 180 degrees. 1 more minute and you've just got a chocolate sponge. It will taste the same, but you just want that wee bit of gooey things in the middle. So we'll give it a taste. bit of ice cream, bit of everything, bit of sauce. If I say so myself, that is fantastic. The sharpness of the raspberries, the chocolate's still warm, it's gooey in the middle, it's held nicely, nice cold ice cream, sorry, sprig of mint, just for extra chefy touch. But that's it. I would say you can still see it's still gooey in the middle there. So 9 minutes. So folks, give it a go. It is a risky one. Try it. It's definitely worth it. If it doesn't work, just have some Arctic roll or Viennetta in the freezer if you have guests sitting out there, just in case. But follow that recipe to the T, and that's what you'll get. That's definitely worth it. So give it a go, folks, and we'll get another wee video, wee main course, a couple of main courses coming up in the next couple of videos. So stay safe, and see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.